SUPCASE. Yeah, I know, I've done that joke before, and today we're going to be looking at 5 cases from SUPCASE. We're going to be opening up, trying them out, right after this. Okay, I suddenly realized I might have been premature when I said trying them out, because I really only have, like, I think maybe one of these phones, if I'm lucky, to try these out on. SUPCASE just sort of sent a lot of these things to me. I can't remember if I requested it or not, honestly, because sometimes my job is like that, really. Anyway, so let's open this up now. This is, I believe, the, what is this thing? I believe it's a UB Pro, and I believe I have a lot of UB Pros here. But this particular one is a rugged case, and this is designed for the iPhone 16 Plus. Yeah, I don't have one of those. But I will have to admit, I like this thing. And this thing, I believe, comes with this thing, which is, of course, the old-fashioned... I say old-fashioned because do people still wear these things? I'm sure some people do. They like having that kind of, on their belt and stuff like that. I don't see a reason why not to have that. This one seems to be only in a certain direction here. Am I missing something on this? Okay, can this thing not rotate? I didn't think that was possible. It seems to flex a little bit, but not quite. What am I doing wrong on this? I hope I'm not doing something wrong. Okay, so basically you can, it comes in that form here. So basically you can store it on your belt in this this mode, but maybe there we go. Okay, all right, okay, spoke too soon. Okay, so some people prefer to have it, I don't know, stored in like landscape mode, but some people, maybe they want portrait mode. Either way, it's a good feature to have. And hey, you got the clip on there. And looks like this thing, it says separating in front casing from rear case. So this thing does seem to be, oh shoot, this thing seems to be the whole thing. Does this thing actually kind of come with a whole case here? Like the whole like screen protector and stuff like that? I have to admit, wow, that's pretty good for the price, but I'll get to that. For now, I want to discuss another feature, which is this thing on the back, or at least what I think is on the, here we go. Okay, see that? Yeah, it comes in handy all the time. Yeah, it's good for phones to have that kind of feature here. But, oh man, I wonder how I'm supposed to put this on here. Okay, does it really? Wow, that's pretty good protection here. Does this give you waterproofing and stuff like that? If it did, then this case is a dang great bargain. The only thing I can figure out, or I can't figure out, is how to open this thing. There's no seam on this. How am I supposed to get the phone in here? Oh man, this is, I can't believe something like this is boggling my mind here. It feels like it should be so simple. Hang on a second, I want to do some research here. Okay, I'm going to get back to that. Maybe I'll do some footage on that later. For now, before I forget, I'm going to put the price in here. I believe the price is $24.99. That is a bargain, especially if I think it does what it can do as far as the protection goes. Still, wow. I mean, shoot. SUPCASE. Okay, this next case is I think it's the UB Pro for the Galaxy S25 Pro. And I was just checking it out before let's put it this way. Anything I unbox, I usually have unboxed before. But yeah, here's how it goes. Check it, dude. And yeah, so there's some really cool stuff on this. This also has the belt clip on here as a nice and added bonus here. And let's see. All right. Oh, hey, look at this. There's an installation thing which might show us how to install this thing. It says install the frame with the screen protector first and enroll your fingerprint for better unlocking results. Is there a screen protector here? I don't really see this thing. Oh man, okay, check this out. There's a QR code for how to install this thing. I might have to do that when I finally come to it, because this thing has a spare frame on this thing, and I'm a little scared on this thing. Seriously, I really, this is the first time I've ever just looked. I mean, normally case reviews are really easy for me to do. In fact, I'm planning to do 5 here in the next hour, because dude, they're simple and they're easy to write about, and and they're easy to ship. They're ideally for me to consume as far as my content goes. But this, man, this might get a little complicated. But if you want that extra protection, I'd say get yourself an education. You might understand a little feature here, which is this here. I think I've already discussed how handy it is to have that kind of feature there. I think it's great that this phone has that. In fact, I'm wondering like why all phone cases don't have that thing now. Anyway, so this particular case has a simple price of $28.99. Comes in many colors. You can get it on the SUPCASE right now. Moving on. Okay, this is another one. What is this called? This is the UB Grip, I believe. Yeah, that's what I believe it's called. Again, this is one of those things where I get a product and then I have to sort of like do a research on this to figure out what it is. This is for the Pro Max, so it should be designed to fit that. And it's pretty simple to see how this one installs. You just put it on there, right? Well, it also comes with this, which is a nice little, I don't know what you call this. I just reviewed one from Torres with had an O-ring on it, so I'm gonna call that O-ring, but I think that might be a copyrighted term, but you can see what we have on here. And this is MagSafe, so this will help you lock onto something that's MagSafe. So yeah, does this thing spin or anything? No, it's pretty much just fits that. But still, if you're gonna watch something like that or like that, you have the option of that. So I'm not really certain if it's got any other features. I like the way this thing looks. It's soft on the edges, yet very hard in the middle. This reminds me of a lot of something that I've done of UAG, which of course we're gonna be reviewing a lot of UAG here, and because I mean the next iPhone comes out like what 2 months from now, so I'm sure we're going to be reviewing a lot of stuff like that. I feel like these are just kind of like I'm getting it out of my system as far as any iPhone 16 cases that I have or have not reviewed yet. Anyway, you can get this one on the SUPCASE site for about $28.99, and I highly recommend you do. Okay, this is also another UB Grip. This one is for the iPhone 16 Pro, and I gotta admit, it looks very similar to the last one we did, only with a different color scheme. Yeah. Oh shoot, I hope that's not messing with my green screen, but I think the, actually this is kind of green, and this is kind of green. If you notice, like, this thing, my green screen doesn't know how to deal with, and often goes on it. Anyway, that's another subject here. So, Simple's got the O-ring there, for lack of a better term. Already talked about that. And, yeah, pretty cool case here. This one feels hard on all fronts. Well, actually, it feels pretty soft around the edges. So, I can compare it to UAG or even Spec actually, Spec would not be right now that I think about some of the things like the Presidio and stuff like that. I've done reviews on Spec if you want to look on that. So, pretty great quality case, so I'm not really certain what I can say on this here. I'm probably going to have to write, there's not really much here on the specs on this thing, and yes, I am looking at the website, and I often do that when I'm doing reviews. As far as like how much drop protection it has and stuff like that, but you better believe I'm going to be looking at that, because I just sort of am. Anyway, I'm going to move on to my final case here. Oh, but first, the price. This one is about $27.99. Okay, so this guy is the, what is this guy here? He's for the iPhone 16, I can tell you that much. But this is the Mag XT, so yeah. And this one comes in a nice, oh, we've got a nice blue color here. I definitely like this color here. This is almost like, I was going to say Superman blue, but I'm planning on seeing the Superman film later today, so I guess I got Superman on my mind. But definitely got this thing here. Wow, I wonder why this thing looks like this. I mean, it's clearly MagSafe, but again, there's MagSafe, then there's MagSafe. You'll notice it has this thing here, which I'm assuming is sort of like a, okay, I guess that's what you can use it for. And can you, yeah, okay, you can flick that out of there. I would hate to have to, actually I would probably see this happen. This is sort of the the thing that I'm going for here is, see how this blocks the lens? Can you imagine like trying to do that and then you have it on the whole time? Well, fortunately, if you're trying to shoot like that, you can always see what you're doing. So that comes in. So basically you would wonder like, hey, how come my screen is all black when I'm trying to take a picture? And then it's like, oh, I have this on. Yeah. Anyway, so this is the Mag XT. Did I mention that? I can't remember if I even mentioned that or not. Can I do it with this mode? I can. All right. Okay. So that in that mode. So yeah, this feels very, very strong. I wish I had more stats on these things. This is really good quality materials here. I'm really glad that the SUPCASE sent me some of these so I can really get into it. And I'm really getting into it here. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that for sure. Okay, the price on this is about $28.99, and these are very low priced cases, I have to admit. So what's my final word on this? Perhaps my final word is maybe you need to get a SUPCASE. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I know. Okay, that was really weird. I just kind of went with a moment on that. Anyway, go to SUPCASE now, and you'll see a lot of great projects there. Same with iBlason and Mumba. Yeah, I'm serious. I'm looking at the SUPCASE site right now, and I'm seeing two companies here that I don't recognize that I want to get to know more. Anyway, but for now, we're going to have, I'm sure, a lot more, and I'm sure we'll have the SUPCASE for this iPhone 17 when it finally releases in the next few months here. Yeah, we got a lot of plans for the holiday. Anyway, this is Mark Rollins from the Geek Church, signing off.